Hello everyone, I'm Extra Cheesy 87 and this is Let's Play Ys Memories of Celceta. Dare I say it, it could possibly be the finale. Probably not, I don't know. It depends on if it's like just a single boss or if it's like a double boss. Let's ascend the ramp of doom and destiny to face off against Gruda before he turns into a big giant monster via the arcane powers of divinity. Because it could be maybe you fight like Gruda normal with just the mask on and then he turns into like a big monster that you gotta fight for like the real final boss. So you've come, adult Christian. I must be honest, I'm not expecting you to pursue me this far. I must praise you for following your heart. It seems you're not all that different from me. Well, Adol is nothing like you. Exactly. He is exactly like me. Humans are highly inefficient creatures. One just has to look back at history to see the same mistakes made time and again. They know what they must do and what the future demands of them, yet they ignore it all to maintain the status quo. The number possessed of the will to discover what is truly necessary and execute it forthwith is almost comically minuscule. Try to deny it all you'd like, but you know as well as I that I speak only the truth here. I mean, you're kinda right, I guess, but even the most lax humans seek to survive, threaten to take their life, and they will desperately act to preserve it. That, in essence, is what I am seeking to do. Gruda, my ancestors sought the power of the gods for their own selfish ends. But not I. I seek it to test the potential of humanity, to test whether or not it even has the right to exist. That is the objective of the new generation of Darklings. Now, Akashic Records and Mask of the Sun, lend me your power! Okay, maybe he turns into a monster straight off the bat. Is he trying to copy the functions of the Akashic Records into himself? Not even a god should be able to do such a thing, much as a human. Neither your body nor your spirit will be able to shoulder such a burden. I told you, I will gladly pay any price. I will not stand by idly when I know what must be done. Now, Adol, overcome my ordeal and show me your true potential. What if I don't wanna? What if I said, nah, dude? Okay, he's a big monster right off the bat. Yeah, there's like multiple orbs. Oh god, he's fucking, God from East Oregon.
Or I will erase you from existence without a trace. The choice is in
the false god of causality? I mean, this is giving me some big, Ys Origin flashbacks, and not in a good way. Impossible. He absorbed the whole of the Akashic Records. What a terrifying man.
Adol.
We don't do something about him right now, the world's gonna be rewritten. Yeah, Adol.
Adol.
Adol, do your thing. Adol. Adol.
Adol.
It appears that his power is still unstable. This may be our only chance to stop him. Our only chance? Yeah, you know, let's finish it. The Let's Play's only been going on for 6 months. Okay. Okay, they do have different damages. I can't even begin to see what's going on. Okay, this one's probably Pierce, yeah. Okay, so in theory you would want one of each. But like, the only crush is Durin, right? Well, it's her and Kalilica? Or him and Kalilica? Because I'm gonna be honest, I have no clue what's going on. Like, I just like got one shot? Like, I can't even begin to parse what's happening in this fight. I feel like we just like...
End of the line.
Okay, so they like glow. Like, I don't really know what's up with the pillars that he spawns. Like, what happens if I don't kill him? Okay, so we killed the easy one. Okay, so I can't. So I mean, I get what wind is. Wind, well, you don't have to fucking mash like crazy. And that one just seems like you just kind of like run. Can I kill the tower? So I mean, the wind one doesn't seem that bad, but it also seems it's an instant one-shot if you have even the slightest fuck up. I mean, the timing, like, I cannot stress how fucking strict the timing on this attack is.
Are you ready?
I did not mean to do that.
Take that!
You shall be judged.
Leave it to me.
Just try me.
I mean, the earth one seems to be...
Blow you away.
And you have to mash so fucking fast.
Shall bend to my will. I'll blow you away. Just try me. I'll blow you away.
Oh, especially... Okay, the... Gotta move, gotta move. I couldn't cancel out. Yeah, it's like the tower plus the wind. I mean, you gotta fucking... I think we actually try and get rid of wind first. Because it's the most annoying. Move, move. Man, the screen shake also is... it's the... Man, there's just so much happening at fucking once. And you can't hit the tower half the fucking... Like, the tower is the real problem. Okay. Kinda just want you to kill me. Like, I'm trying to think, like, who do I want the spirit necklace on? So we probably have to do this, like, 3 times. Based on, like, how... Because I assume it's, like, you kill all 3, then he respawns them. And he has 3 HP bars. So this seems like absolute fucking hell and the worst kind. Because the spirit necklace isn't working the way I thought it would. It seems like it's proccing, because I was hoping is that since he wouldn't be dying, like, I mean, I can't even fucking hit the tower.
blow you away.
I tried to ult and instead it just used homie napalm or napalm shot.
Just try me.
Leave it to me. All right.
Just try me. You shall be judged.
Okay, that actually worked out pretty well because we're gonna blow up the tower.
You shall be judged. Dodge this.
What hit me?
Dodge this. You shall be judged.
I don't know how. Can you not block that attack? I mean, you can block the wind one, so why couldn't you?
Are you ready?
You can't. You can only block those. You can't dodge them.
Blow you away.
This is cool. This fight kind of fucking blows ass. I mean, like, I get what they're going for with, like, making you have to use all the characters. The tower being immune half the time, and the other half of the time, it's, like, overlapping with a mechanic, so you can't hit it because you're dodging. God! You can't block that attack, I don't think. That or it has like the most ass backwards timing.
Dodge this. You shall be judged.
Like, I mean,
Just try me.
I can block everything else in this game, but I can't block that one attack. Like, I mean, not like from a skill level. So, like, I feel like I should be okay. Oh, you can't block the sword, but you can block the AoE? Is that the way it works? Please hit the fucking enemy!
Are you ready? Take that!
You shall be judged.
God, the targeting is so fucking bad.
Try me. I'll blow you away.
I mean, you have to hit it like 6 times in 1 second.
Dodge this. I'll blow you away.
Caught me off guard.
Take this.
Take this there. Take this there. Now.
Dodge this. All shall bend to my will. I'll blow you away.
I actually hate this.
Leave it to me. Here!
Take this. I'll blow you away.
Are you ready? Nice javelin! Take that!
Just try me.
Like, just a nugget of damage. And you can't mash it fast enough. Consistently.
No such luck.
I mean, I have to, like, fucking take my hand off the goddamn control, like...
Just try me.
in order to hit it, like, the 6 times in 1 second that it requires.
Just try me.
What are you doing?
I'll blow you away.
Leave it to me.
You shall be judged. I'll blow you away. Just try me.
Leave everything to me.
I'll blow you away. Take this.
Why is this so unfun?
Blow you away.
Honestly, delete the tower, the fight's fine. It's the way the tower interacts with this mechanic in particular that makes it so hell.
All shall bend to my will.
Ah, I just can't fucking mash fast enough.
Go, Nina. Are you ready?
Hold still.
Take this!
To my will.
Leave everything to
And then, like, you can't see what's going on half the time.
now.
Touch this. You shall be judged.
Now.
Just try me. I'll blow you away.
Too easy.
Just try me. You shall be judged. Be gone.
There. Take this. There. There. Take it.
Just try me.
You have to do this fucking 3 times?
Here I go. End of the line.
Okay, that's interesting. It can actually hit both.
Just try me.
Does it spawn more if you kill the red one? It does, I think. Yeah, and then it starts shooting the earth fireballs. I mean, I guess makes sense, but it can't be fucking done. You can't fucking hit the button. Like, the only way I can do it is if, like, I have to take my hand off of the face buttons and then just, like, rapid fire mash R2. Like, I have to, like, flutter tap it. Is the only way to get 6 inputs in the half a second.
Let's go. Are you ready?
So you have to kill Wind first.
Take this! Try this! Too easy.
You shall be judged.
Try this! Here!
And I'm not even entirely sure we can kill Earth, because we're going to do literally no damage to it, because I hate Durin as a character. Like, I feel like he plays like ass. Same with Kalilica.
All shall bend to my will. Just try me. You shall be judged.
I can't. What are you doing?
All right. Someone please heal me.
I can't move. Like, the spirit necklace just doesn't fucking do anything. I literally couldn't attack it. I mean, if my choice is use Durin to beat the game, I'm just not gonna beat the game. Like, if that's my decision, is like, you have to use Durin if you want to beat the game, I'm just not gonna beat the game. My man's like level 36. Why is the timing on that so off?
Leave everything to me. No such luck. No such luck. That all you got?
Just try me. I'll blow you away.
It's like the spirit necklace is not working, correct? It's not doing anything. It's our... What? What? Where'd it go? Oh, did it get popped when I walked down here to get orange mana? Oh my god, I actually despise this game. At least it wasn't in my, like, at least maybe it actually, I mean, it's still not going to be any good, but I have no clue how it got popped and I didn't notice. Unless, does it actually pop if they're AI controlled? Oh god, I think it, maybe it does. Oh, that sounds awful. Cause that, I mean, that's actually a potential problem, because like, because usually the way the boss, like the final bosses of these games have been designed is that like, they're hard as fuck, but the spirit necklace essentially gives you twice as much HP for that one fight. But if it's gonna be popping while they're AI controlled, and the fight is designed around you having to switch between 3 different characters. Oh my god, Duran, like, what? Are you even be close to? I mean, you're 6 levels lower than everyone else. And this Kalilica, who I also kind of hate. But I mean, have to give up Frida. I mean, like, I get what they're going for, but like, fuck you. Just let me use the characters I want. Jesus. I don't even... I wonder what your extra skill is. But the Earth isn't really... The Earth's the easiest one, but like, we literally do no damage to it. Because its HP is designed around you doing double damage, so when you're only doing half, it basically has infinite. Cover more SP on skill fin? I don't know. But yeah, this is pretty annoying. Not gonna lie. Oh, she has no HP. I mean, it doesn't really matter that she has no HP because everything in this game two-shots you, but... Or one-shots you, because it's actually 7 hits at once. I am pretty mad that they're like forcing you to use a character that I don't want to use.
It's my turn. Hey! Yeah!
Like, what even are your skills? I don't even know what any of this shit is.
1, 2.
Okay, there's that.
Here goes. Hey!
There's that. Okay, I kind of hate this one. And we could try that. No, we did just use all our SP.
Let's go.
Leave it to me.
Sir, if you pop your spirit necklace, I will never forgive you. My favorite part of the game. Honestly, I think we give you the hero's ring. And just try and blow up the wind one, because the wind one's by far... I mean, it's like it just becomes impossible if you don't kill it first. When it's only 4 hits, you can do it. When it's 6 plus the tower, you cannot hit the button fast enough. Like, it cannot be done. Doesn't really matter, because we can't use you, sadly. Granted, you're maybe better than Adol, just because your extra skill's broken, but Because you can basically hit 2 potentially, but I think that's not something consistent enough that we can really go for.
It's my turn. Let's go.
We want to start with Karna, and we want to instant ult. The thing and hope it dies. God, my freaking hand hurts so bad already, just from like the flutter mashing you have to do. Can I skip this? Like, I may physically not be able to do this shit. Yeah, Linda, maybe we didn't pick the anime line of dialogue, so maybe that's why we're having such a hard time. You're missing? You can miss? Like, she literally doesn't. Does she have a weapon equipped? She literally can't hit it. She actually can't hit the boss?
Leave it to me.
Just try me. I'll blow you away.
She cannot hit the boss. She can't hit the boss. So you have to use Dura? Like, what? Kalilika literally can't do damage in this fight? Is that what I'm hearing? What? I mean, after does she cannot hit the wind one.
Leave it to me.
But why? It's not like I really don't want to play this game anymore. Like, this is so unbelievably unfun.
Let's finish this. I'm not done yet. You're finished.
God, it does no damage.
To my will.
She's actually doing negative damage. She does such an insignificant amount of damage. God, this is so unfun. But you have to kill, because I'm like, if Karna's ultimate wasn't fucking hot ass. Like, even upgraded, it's still garbage. I think we're better off popping Frida's on when I think it actually does more damage even when it's resisted. I haven't really, I mean, Adults, I wonder if Adults hits everything. Adults might be able to hit 2 at once. Let's try that. I meant to use Adults.
Smash to pieces.
That actually does more damage than Karna's buff. Like, I just want to hit the fucking tower. Like, I can't see because of the frickin' screen shake as well. I mean, it's just you can't see a damn thing in this fight because the arena's so bad. I mean, I saw the fireball, so I assumed the attack had resolved. But apparently, oh, it does a double hit now.
Just try me.
Maybe I could have noticed that if, crazy thought, you could actually see the whole screen. So that does hit everything at once. So Adults is the best one to use here.
You shall be judged. All shall bend to my will. Dodge this.
Please! You notice how I killed the wind crystal and he still used the wind attack?
You shall be judged. Dodge this.
Leave everything to me.
Take this.
Too easy.
Just try me.
I wonder if there's like a variable delay.
You shall be judged.
I just don't know why I can't consistently dodge that when I can consistently block everything else in this game. Like, I can consistent or semi-consistently block every other attack in this game, but not that. Please move. I think that's the most annoying part of the tower, is that you can get stuck on it. Okay, third tower. I'm dead. Like, how do you know when he does the triple and when he just does the one? What hit me? What is hitting me? What are you fucking talking about? Karna, just hit the fucking thing a single time.
How about this?
I can't see a damn thing.
You damage me! Away with you!
Let's go.
You can't hit him? Oh, okay. I don't know the timing for that. It's like, it's off. Bro, get rid of the tower. It's not a good mechanic. I can't move. You literally, if you don't kill the tower beforehand, you just die? Is that what I'm hearing?
Nice hot shot. I can't lose.
I mean, that phase seems less bullshit. Alright, so we're back. I'm not entirely sure where this is in the video. I don't know how much of the footage I'm going to use from what I originally recorded, because it's been several days since I recorded that. I came to accept that this boss fight is very annoying, and since I just kind of like want to like win, I did do a little bit of grinding, which didn't take very long because the enemies down here actually give like a freaking immense amount of XP, which I assume is probably kind of like on purpose, which is nice. But I did actually do the series of side quests that involved upgrading the accessory guy, which it wasn't really anything. We already had all the materials he needed for each of his quests. And the main thing is that it let us, you can buy spirit necklaces after that. So that's something. That's definitely something. Also, I think I actually want you to have, this is another thing that you can get from the accessory guy, which seems kind of maybe good. I don't know. It's kind of like weird because I can't really give Hero's Ring to anyone else. And I need it on Adol because Adol's ultimate works really well against the first phase, and there actually only seems to be 2 phases because I actually almost I've done like a couple like I've just tried to do the fight for like a little bit each day for the past couple days just to get some practice in and keep the fight fresh in my mind, but I've actually almost beaten it a couple times. And there was one where I was like, I kind of maybe could have beaten it, but if I had focused a bit more, but we were like really close and I was like, I really don't want to beat this while I'm not recording. So maybe those little subconscious throw. I have more of a handle in the second phase now.
Die here, or I will erase you from existence without a trace.
Now, I'm not entirely sure. I mean, there could still be like an actual second, like real second phase, i.e. like a second boss.
Adol.
Since there doesn't seem to be a distinct difference and like in his third HP bar.
Adol.
So a lot of it's still the same. We just do like a bit more. The main difference in our strategy, even though I think we were doing this at the end of the last video, or earlier, is you just use Arc Strike to... And you just accept that this part's very time consuming. I guess it was actually a really bad start. Really, honestly, the only hard part about this fight, or the main hard part, A, is the wind attack, which kind of becomes like quickly impossible, and it's the towers. The towers are so freaking annoying to fight, because they're invulnerable half the time, and half the time that you can actually hit them, it's when another attack is going on. so you can't deal with them like that. Like, I mean, I can't hit the tower. Oh my god. How do we take damage and flash move it? That's one of the biggest fucking mysteries in this game. I mean, so this is like an awful start. Bro, your next phase.
What? How?
I mean, that was kind of nonsense. And honestly, the best strategy here seems to be you just run around until he puts his arms down. Which he will eventually do. Like, even if you don't kill the towers, he will put his arms down eventually. I think damaging the towers, like, will speed it up. So if we get a chance, we'll try, but... there's almost like a pity system. Like, eventually, I promise he'll put his arms down. Because, like, you can't hit the towers. Hitting the towers is, like, fucking impossible. Maybe you have to... No, I know he will put his arms down without you killing the towers. I've seen it happen many times. See? And you can, do that. Now, I mean, this was like an awful start. And they will definitely pop your spirit necklace when they're AI controlled, which really fucking sucks. Like, I don't know if... I mean, I saw that... What's-her-name's has been popped. I don't know if Frida's been popped. Honestly, if Frida's hasn't been popped, we have a chance. Okay. Hers hadn't been popped? I can't see anything.
I'll turn you to ice. Smash to pieces.
I almost pressed the wrong button to block. I don't really know why. I was like, yes, you block with circle in this game. Yeah, honestly, it's just the towers are fucking impossible to kill. Because they have like a separate... A, there's potentially 3 of them. B, their attack pattern does not line up with what the boss is doing, so there's never any... Now, Karna's definitely the worst character for this section, because she just doesn't do much damage. She is kind of okay at doing, like, chip damage to the towers. But her ultimate is also, like, really bad here. Like, it just doesn't really do any damage. And we can try it. Like, I think it's honestly better to try and, like, kill the towers and get another... Yeah, they didn't do anything. Because they just, like, instantly move out of it. I mean, Karna's, like, I mean, the only thing she has really go... She literally can hit the towers with her auto attacks in this section because they're never vulnerable for long enough. But her homing knives do... Like, what even hit me? But honestly, if we had like a better start with the Adol,
This isn't over yet.
and if Karna hadn't, I'm 90% sure she popped her spirit necklace as AI, just because she had such high HP. Yeah, we did that too early. So it's eventually we just run in circles for a while, hope we don't get hit. Because like you can't hurt them, because all three towers have like different attack patterns, and they line up differently, combined with I think it's like as long as you make an effort to attack the towers, he will eventually do the... But like, honestly, I think this boss, like, blows ass. Because, like, this is, like, the best way to do it. And just that initial attack is like really hard to deal with, because the towers do get knocked out eventually, but at the start they can stay within his arms. I mean, you can try it. It does like basically no damage. Like, honestly, if we weren't stuck with Karna here, we would be in a really good spot. Because, like, Adol or, Frida would have actually killed by now. Oh, we haven't popped it. I'm still, like, I'm not, okay, I thought you could pop them as the, but I guess our HP hadn't dropped to 1, so maybe it's still, I'm pretty sure they will pop while AI controlled sometimes. I made an effort to fight the tower, please. But that apparently did hit because we got some SP. I did it so early because like I couldn't remember what button it was. I don't really know why. Oh my god. We gotta do at least 2 more rounds. And another one of the main things I've learned is that, like, for a while I was having such a hard time with that attack. Because, like, the timing to block it is, like, really fucking hard. Because, A, you also have to be on the lookout for the towers. So a lot of times you'll, like, maybe block it, but then immediately get hit by the towers. I made an effort, please. Let me fight you again. I made an effort, I'm making an effort.
There's nowhere for you to run.
Like, yeah, I mean, we would have gotten 3 extra. Oh my god, it literally didn't do anything. I was like so tilted. I mean, honestly, it might be worth just making sure that... Well, in theory, I don't want to be Karna during this section anyway. The only reason we were Karna was because I fucked up with Adol and Frida. But, like, you get the gist of the fight. Alright, well, that's not quite enough. I think one more block should finish it.
Now's our chance.
Okay, like we're gonna do one more full session. Unless he does it one more time? Oh, he just died. Okay. I mean, that fight is made a lot easier when you're appropriately leveled, looks like.
The spirit of the Darklings will live on.
Now, do we have like a real final fight or what? Because, I don't know, like that fight is both like hard and not hard. I mean, the main thing that kind of makes it, well, you know, we're a bit more, like, over level. I mean, I don't think the levels really matter that much. It's just basically realizing that, like, his really annoying shit can be, avoided. I don't think it's, I think it's over. I was a little disappointed there wasn't, like, a unique, because honestly, I was in the impression that there was going to be, like, a unique third phase, which there wasn't. That's also part of the reason why I thought the fight was so hard at first. Because the second phase seemed so, like... But, I mean, the main thing is just realizing that, like, A, the timing for that block on the laser, B, that the towers won't actually continue to attack you when his arms are down, aside from, like, that very first, like, little instance where they finish their attack, which can be really hard if they're, like, doing the slam attack, plus he's about to shoot his laser. Plus you know, get sucked in. That can be like a really harsh combo, and then like that arm swingy attack can just be easily dodged as long as you're on the outside. It's so quiet. Oh, let us not remain here any longer than necessary. We should recover the Mask of the Sun and return to El Dio. I don't know. We should definitely save the video game. If you proceed any further, you'll not be able to return. If you wish to save, it's recommended you use a new slot. Okay. Over now, right? Adult? Maybe. Gruda, you idiot. Come on, adults. Time to go back to our world. This is the center of the Akashic Records. Lord Adil's people must have been ridiculously skilled to create something like this.
Find an opening! Focus on offense!
It's like, essentially, I'm of the opinion that both that fight was like, it was both hard enough to be the final boss, but also not so hard that I wouldn't be surprised if there was another final boss. What's happening? An earthquake? At all. LaFance. Is that you, Eldio? What's happening out there? Sorry to trouble you after what must have been a difficult battle, but please return to the Temple of the Sun as quickly as possible. I'll explain everything to you there. What the hell's going on? I too am completely uncertain. Adel, we should get back to Lord Eldio. We won't find any answers standing here. Indeed, I have a bad feeling about this. Bro. Alright. Duran, get the fuck out of my party. You know, honestly, I think the first section's still definitely the hardest. Learning about the cheese with Adel's upgraded ultimate does help a lot, since you can hit all three at once, which helps speed up the process of killing the wind one, and it also helps with the earth one. And then just having the extra, like, 6 levels or whatever just speeds up the process a little bit. Especially for the earth one, where you're doing such little damage already. Because they, like, you know, essentially, like, quadruply resist, because they're balanced around you having the double damage bonus from a strike character. But when you don't, and you're doing, you know, essentially a quarter of damage instead of double damage, or like half damage instead of double damage, means you're doing like a quarter damage of what it's balanced around. Thank goodness you're all safe. I'm glad to see you all again. What's happening, LDO? I know his friends are victorious, but something is not right. Is this another earthquake? They're happening in our world too? Seriously, I know I said this already, but what the hell's going on? That's what I need to discuss with you. Please, come this way. Something abnormal is occurring in the Akashic Records. Indeed, I suspect Gruda's actions and Iris can create inconsistencies and contradictions within them. I fear that the earthquakes and other odd occurrences are a result of the records essentially collapsing in on themselves. What's gonna happen if it continues? 800 years ago, this region became the Great Forest as a result of the Black Winged One's actions. It wasn't a forest before? It was not. Considering what Gruda's done this time, the consequences are likely to be far greater. And worse, the whole of the western part of the continent may sink into the ocean, with Celceta at its center. No way! Under normal circumstances, I would be able to go inside Iris and repair the records. The errors now are too extensive. I would have no means of repairing them before significant damage is done. No. Lord El Dio, is there no other way to stop this from happening? There is one. Adol, I would like you to destroy the Mask of the Sun. What? The Mask of the Sun is effectively a master key to the Akashic Records. If it is destroyed, then by design, the Akashic Records can no longer exert any influence on this world whatsoever. Wait, is it really okay to do that? I mean, don't we need them? I will not allow this continent to suffer the same fate as my homeland. Lord El Dio. There is, however, one complication in this plan. Mask of the Sun cannot be easily destroyed, even by myself. Oh, so how do we... Please consider this a personal request, Adol. I would like you to hurry to the peak of Mount Vesuvio, then cast the Mask of the Sun into the volcano's crater. No. The mountain with 2 peaks? Yes, only the energy that flows through the earth is capable of destroying such a powerful artifact. But isn't the route to the volcano crater inaccessible? Not anymore. When I surveyed the area earlier, the earthquake had caused the fissures in the mountain path to fill. However, the earthquakes have made it much more active than it was before, so it's still a dangerous request. Is this game not fucking over? I know this is a tremendously difficult task to entrust with you, Adol, but I beg of you, please. Lord El Dio? Oh, why are you asking me? In all the time I've been watching you, it performed more admirably than I could have ever imagined. As selfish as may be, I suppose you could say I want to see for myself how you performed under these circumstances. I want to bear witness to the strength of the people I've been watching all this time, to see their true potential. As I said, you may consider this a personal favor to me. There's little time remaining. Anything could happen at any moment. I'm sorry to hurry you along, but may I ask you to leave for Mount Vesuvio right away? Now I got a chance to finally bring everything to an end. It better not be a dungeon. Okay, like, just fucking end the game. We've come this far. We can't turn back now. I don't know what's going to happen, but I don't want any regrets. Let's see this through again. Yes, after coming this far, I cannot even consider turning back. Adol Christian, I leave the fate of this world in your hands. Please take care. I mean, bro, we already did the triple boss fight before the real boss fight. Do we need to, like, drag it out anymore? Adol, everyone, please take care. Okay, so depending on to what extent this is, this may not be the finale. I've got a bad feeling that it's actually going to be like a real dungeon. You're really going to make me fight. They're pretty creepy looking. They're like shadows or something. Never seen monsters like this before. They're coming for us. I can't use my abilities because I have no SP for some reason. Oh my god, there is going to be another dungeon. I don't even like... would the game just quit teasing me? It's like the 3rd time where I thought the game was going to end, and nope. I think it'd be more appropriate to say that they spawned from within the temple. Lord El Dio? Like, I don't know, the game does have like a bit too much filler. And it's not even that it's that long, it's just that there's a bit, like, even that's like the whole, like, the Mask of the Moon stuff, and then you, like, oh, you have the 2 pieces, but you have to go repair them first, is, like, a little unnecessary. I mean, the Iris, like, the triple boss fights being so similar is a little lame, but, like, I get it. Especially since I thought Iris was supposed to be the final dungeon, but if it's not, then I'm kind of like, did we really need to have 3 filler boss fights then? I feel the distorted Akashic Records are beginning to exert an effect on the real world and those shadows came about. It's probable that similar phenomena are occurring elsewhere in this land as well. Oh boy, that's not good. If that's the case, then not even this temple is safe anymore. Ozma, something wrong? I will remain here and protect Lord El Dio. Alone? I can't let you do that, I'll stay with you. No, Frida, you and Durin are the most familiar with this area. Your place is with Adol now. I'm not using Durin. I will take care of Lord Eldiel. Ozma, thank you.
Hey.
I don't know this area at all, really. No better than Adol himself, at least. So I'll stay behind, too. Are you... Fuck off. Karna? If you're... Okay, maybe they won't let me fight, then. You make me fight with Durin? Oh, I'm gonna be so mad. If you're on your own and the enemy paralyzes you, it's over. Allow me to make sure that doesn't happen. Can we leave Kalilica? In Komodo, we always hunt in groups of at least 2 for that exact reason. Thank you. Your kindness is most appreciated. Thank you so much, both of you. Okay, don't let your guard down. Indeed, do not worry about us. We will persevere. We won't let him get anywhere near Lord Eldiel. Thank you, Ozma, Karna. We'll be back. Gruda won't do any more harm to Celceta on our watch. There are more behind us. What, are they following us? Are they attracted to the Mask of the Sun? Oh, the numbers sure are growing. This isn't gonna be easy. It's our boy. Get him, Leo. Now, if there's no gameplay, if there's not like an actual final dungeon and final boss, I have no problems with this like kind of extended wrap-up here. It's just do not make me do any more combat.
Commander!
Don't just leave us behind! Fools, you need more training! I'd say they did pretty well just keeping up with us. Also, one second. Alright, I'm back. I'm not really sure if we're just gonna make, like, if the game ends within the next, like, hour, the finale may just be, like, 2.5 hours long. Because, like, the longer the video, like, that, if it's a long video, that means there's less excuses I can have to, like, just keep delaying uploading the videos. I just want the Let's Play, like, honestly, I need it, like, finished uploading by the 3rd. Because that's when I want the new non-CS Let's Play to start. What are you doing here? You've heard everything from the Rhoda Tree and the Grand Rue. Are you here to help us then? Just doing my job of giving a report on everything that happens to the Governor General as well as the Rome. Rome? I can only trust what I've seen with my own eyes. Is that the reason we're here? Pretty sure I remember the commander yelling something like, I'm the only one who can save Adol before taking out... Silence, that's a minor detail. You, Adol, don't just stand there. Get going, we don't have all day. We'll take care of everything here. I'm guessing Karna's not with you right now because she's doing the same thing elsewhere, no? Like sister, like brother. Thank you so much. Adol, see this matter in their hands and get going.
Honestly.
Oh dear, no one likes a man who doesn't know when to give up, you know, or a beast for that matter. These even count as men, they're more like things. Stop messing around, you two, they're attacking! Ooh. Oh, that's Soul. I was like, who shoots fireballs? Are you alright, everyone? I heard everything from Karna and came to help. Lisa! I mean, this is actually kind of a cool section, then. Assuming there's no dungeon. Of having it be like everyone you've helped out come in and save you. Or, you know, not really save you per se, but like, help you along. Are you sure? I am, and I'll keep them under control here. Okay, and Kalilica's gonna stay behind, and so I assume at the end it'll maybe just be like us and Durin? And maybe Frida? Kalilica? Soul alone would be at a disadvantage against these shadows due to their nimble movements. So please, let me back you up. As long as that's alright with you, it would be a big help.
Yes.
Of course it's alright. Please stay safe, Adol. Once I finish here, I'll be right behind you. Take care, Lisa, Kalilica. Don't do anything stupid. If it gets too dangerous, hop on Soul and get the hell out of here, okay? Obviously, I sure don't want to die here after all. Take care, everyone. Watch out, Frida. Ooh, they're like people now. These don't seem to be the same as the other shadows.
The mask. Return it to me.
Gruda? It's like the Akashic Records gave Gruda's obsession a physical form. I don't know if that's possible. It looks that way, and if they're trying to get out of our way, there's only one thing to do. There's something oddly satisfying about attacking Gruda's face with everything you've got. Wow, remind me to never cross you. Alright, Adol, let's force our way to the summit. Oh my god, there's so many of... What the fuck? I am getting fucking what the hell? Who made this? Okay, so you don't actually fight them. That's when do I get to fight the shadows? That's the funny thing. You don't.
Look at this.
Because if you do fight them, they just this is fine. I will accept this. I was just worried there was going to be another like 90-minute to 2-hour dungeon section. I mean, this isn't the most interesting because they can't keep up, but I mean, this isn't looping, is it? No, it's not. It's just long. I can't carry the mask, Mr. Adol, but I can carry you. Frida, watch out! More? They just keep coming. We're almost at the top. We don't need this. Frida? I'm way ahead of you, Durin. Adol, the two of us will stay behind and keep the shadows at bay. Don't worry about us. You're almost at the top. Go on ahead for us and for everyone else who lived in Celceta. Sorry I couldn't fight with you to the very end, Adol. But I know you'll do what has to be done. It's all up to you now, little buddy, and don't let me down. You better not die. Huh, who do you think you're talking to? Durin, Nina, let's show them what the warriors of Dadan can do. Go, Adol, get the lead out. Oh no. Oh god, there is a fight. No. Gruda? Hello. Hello. How's it going, buddy? I found you. Give it to me. Give me that mask. Power of the gods. Overcome my trials. Kill you. Kill, kill, kill. Okay, he's... Alright, whatever you say. He's got big Toel energy, kinda. I mean, with the so this is our real final boss, I guess. Okay, maybe not real final boss, but...
Try this! No escape! Too slow!
I don't know, did we still have our spirit necklace? No, we popped it in the boss fight, I believe.
No escape! You waste your time. Take this!
At the very least, he doesn't have like a ton of HP.
You waste your time. Try this! No escape! Away with you!
Oh god, it like sucks you in.
You waste your time.
Bro, that attack is supposed to stun you? That's the way it works?
No escape! Take this!
Could you stop dodging my attack? You guarded?
Be gone! Away with you!
Okay, hit me with the fat retry. Maybe I should be guarding.
Too slow! Be gone! Take this!
They only have to do that like 6 or 7 more times.
Try this! No escape! You waste your time. Pull apart! Pull apart! Be gone!
I can't move?
But still nothing in the face of a god!
Like, bro. He hit me with a fucking unblockable one-shot?
Try this! No escape! Take this! Try this! No escape! He fools! Too slow!
What the fuck was that?
What are you looking at? Take this! He try this! No escape! He try this! No escape! Here, fool. All apart. Too slow. You waste your time. All apart.
Bro, I can't see you because you teleport off the screen.
What are you looking at? Try this. No escape. You waste your time. Take this. Too slow. You waste your time. Here, fool. Try this. No escape. Away with you. Try this. No escape.
Like, I can't hit him at all.
No escape. Here, fool.
I don't like how it knocks you up in the air, so your attack misses.
Take this.
Bro, how is that hitting me?
Take this. Too slow.
He literally just stun locked me and hit me 3 times in a row before I could even...
Away with you. You waste your time. Too slow. Too slow.
Bro, it literally hits you before you can block again.
Try this. No escape. Try this. No escape.
That's obnoxious as hell.
All apart. Pathetic. Take this. You waste your time. Too slow. You waste your time. Try this. No escape. Pathetic. Too slow.
He blocked it?
Take this.
Oh my god, this shit is so annoying.
Try this. No escape.
I don't even like necessarily like...
Fool. All apart. Here, fool. You waste your
Like, I mean, I do respect that he doesn't have that much HP, at least. It's like the one fight in the game that hasn't felt like an absolute fucking slog.
You waste your time. All apart. Try this. No escape.
I do kind of hate that he can, like, actually combo you and...
Too slow.
Like, not even just that super attack, but just like...
You waste your time.
Bro, I can't use like, any of my skills here.
Too slow.
The slide that misses. The aura fencer skill... Oh my
You waste your
god.
time. Take this. You waste your time. Too slow. Here, fool. What are you looking? Try this. No escape. Take this. Away with you.
I mean, that's like the good skill. And then he does this thing?
Too slow.
I mean, I guess we dodged his...
Be gone. You waste your time.
his one-shot this time?
No escape.
Oh god, I forgot about that attack.
Try
For a
this.
second.
No escape. Away with you. What are you looking at? Try this. No escape.
How did that not hit you?
Fool.
Can we
Fool.
real talk discuss why that didn't hit you?
Try this. No escape. Not bad, but still nothing in the face of a god.
Who thought giving him a literal one-shot attack that you can't do anything about?
Be gone.
Like, even if you're far enough away, it'll suck
waste
you
your
in?
time.
Oh god,
What are
don't
you
fucking
looking at?
reload.
What are you? Try this. No escape. Take this. All apart. Try this.
That attack is so
No
annoying
escape.
because it actually will hit you the second you're
waste your
like
time.
not stunned anymore.
You waste your time.
And like even if you're spamming, you won't even get like a regular guard because it's hitting you the literal instant.
Try this. No escape. Too slow. You waste your time. Try this. No escape.
How did that hit
Too
me?
slow. Try this.
Why am I
No
taking...
escape.
Why do I keep going to... Oh my god, I'm just so tilted. That he has like a literal one-shot attack.
Away with you.
Like, not only like is it a one-shot attack, it's just if you're too close when he starts it, he blocked it.
You waste your time. Fall apart. Here, fool. Pathetic. Take this. Try this. No escape. Here, fool. What are you looking at? Try this. No escape. This is beautiful. Fall apart.
I absolutely despise this.
Too slow. Take this. Here, fool. Try this. No escape. Be gone. Try this. No escape. Too slow. Try this. No escape. Try this. No escape. You waste your time. Try this. No escape.
Okay, so you can guard it at least. It's just the... If you mess up the timing, you literally get one shot.
Try this. No escape.
He...
Too slow. What are you looking at? What are you looking at? Try this. No escape.
Oh my god.
Too slow. Strong. No. This isn't happening. I can't be defeated.
The fight's not that bad, aside from the one shot. I mean, really, honestly, I think I have a bigger problem with the way that, like, that dash attack, like, if he combos it back to back, he can just kill you. Because it doesn't seem like there's any chance for you to actually, like, I think it feels like if he does it instantly, it's hitting you the literal, like, frame. You are, like, not invulnerable, because you do have, like, a slight amount of iframes and you get, like, knocked down like that, but boiling lava, the volcano bubbles and frost below you. You cast the Mask of the Sun into the crater? I mean, yeah. Oh, this is the part where it's just like, if we walk away, we get the Dark Lord ending. This is Linking the Flame. It's like the lame ending. What I think they should have done is, because that boss fight isn't bad per se, is honestly just have you fight Gruda first and then have you do his, like, super form there. Like, have the super boss, like, have the final boss previously be, like, the actual final gameplay section, and this could have just been, like, a, you know, just a pure story. Or you could have just had, like, a cutscene or something of that. I don't know if that's really in the budget, but, like, yeah, I don't know. I don't know, what a fine young man. I don't know, I just feel like that kind of unnecessarily made me mad at the last second. I couldn't agree more. I'm more than fortunate to have been able to meet someone like him before my final rest. At least he has, like, very low HP, so even though the fight's a little bullshit, it's not suffering. You are determined to go through with this then? The music's really good. Mankind has become much stronger than it was in the Age of the Gods. The Akashic Records have lost their power and my duty has been fulfilled. I can now rest in peace. Oh, it's so good. Adol? Are you alright, Adol? No, I just got my ass kicked like 8 times. Well, more than that probably, but... Are you alright, Adol? Did you save me? Yes. Well, really Soul did it, but, I'm glad I made it in time. I was almost too late. I knew the volcano would become active, and I never expected it to erupt. Nolduk is far too dangerous right now, so I'm taking you back to Danan. How's everyone else? They're all perfectly fine. They'll be meeting us in Danan. Nina informed me of their safety just a moment ago. Scoring you like this reminds me of the time we first met. You never stopped asking me questions from the minute I first laid eyes on you. That doesn't seem like Adol in the slightest. He just stared at you with his dark, soulless eyes. Come to think of it, I wonder what knowledge Little Deal intended to give you. Adol? Is this the last memory? Because I have been wondering about like the one memory we didn't have. I see, that is a shame. I also make a count on you as the one to discover a route to the Western world, represented by Europe. And go to the Eastern world, which remains, as of yet, uncharted territory. Ooh. I never expected to hear an 18-year-old say that he wished to explore the entire world alone, without shortcuts. Now I feel hesitant to ask anyone else. Adol's like, I don't need that shit. I got a map. Well then, Adol, if I cannot impart knowledge upon you, will you at least allow me to give you your name? Naturally, I don't mean an actual name, as you have a fine one already. I simply wish to give you a title. I'm certain that your limitless curiosity will grant dreams to the people you meet as you travel the world. Let's see, what word would be most appropriate to describe a remarkable individual such as yourself? How about adventurer? That's it? That's the best you could come up with? Adol's chronicle of the events that occurred in the great forest of Celceta come to an end here. But my reunion, how do the residents of the forest whom Adol encountered during his adventure live out the rest of their lives? Well, figure it out for yourself. How is the existence of the primeval lands handled by Governor General Griselda following these events? Did she ever get that last 0.5 map % completion? Adol's account provides more questions than answers and gives us all many things to ponder. What a wisdom did Eldiel intend to bestow upon him, and was it ever given? There are no records of it today, if so. In truth, much of the content of this tale is speculative, as Adol left many details vague and open to interpretation. Thanks, Adol. Historians mauling. But perhaps the fact that he chose to end this particular travelogue here in his own manner meant to send an important message all on its own. That's my theory anyway. But that's just an Adol theory. I mean, the game's good. I definitely wish I'd been able to play it differently. Like, i.e. not across the span of 6 months. Like, the things it has going for it. I mean, I enjoyed the kind of, like, the exploration and everything. The cast of characters are fairly good. Like, I didn't really... I mean, like, the weakest is probably, like, Ozma and Kalilica. But, like, I liked Frida and Durin. I wish they'd maybe done, like, a bit more with Durin and Frida and Gruda. Like, I don't know. I kind of feel like there should have been a little bit more there. Because I'm still, like, I mean, I assume it's supposed to be that Gruda was Durin's brother, but they never even really explicitly say that. Which isn't necessarily bad, per se, but... the actual combat, honestly, the combat is good. It needed more iframes from guards and perfect dodges. Because the perfect guard system does feel really good. Like once you know the fight well enough, you can like block everything. That feels great. But the fact that like a lot of attacks require you to block them multiple times in a row, despite them not actually being multi-hits, it's just that the blocking iframes are so short that you will get hit immediately after if you just press the button the one time, so you have to like, and then like the way like spamming kind of overcharges your extra meter, but it feels like that's kind of like the way you're supposed to do it, because the game encourages you to press the button multiple times during guards. It did also feel like Flash Move was just worse than Flash Guard in like almost all circumstances. But like, I mean, the whole risk-reward between like, you know, getting permanent crits after you Flash Guard is like really cool. Items, I think items should have been removed from the game, at least in combat. Like out of combat, they're perfectly fine. Because I felt like I could never bring myself to use the items because they would kind of trivialize a lot of the boss fights. I mean, I guess I should have had like a maybe one item usage per battle or something, but after the first boss fight, I said no items, and then I just kind of like, I didn't want to opt out of that once I'd established that you could do it. Yeah, because it just felt like bosses' HP pools were like overinflated, simply because the party technically also has infinite HP. Because not only can you like heal, you can, you know, freely res and everything, you're only limited by like money, which isn't much of a limit. But yeah, if I think remove items from the game, make bosses hit a little bit less hard, and have less HP. But then again, I mean, it's not really like the game is like too hard per se, because I was able to beat it without using items, and we only really ever grinded for that final boss. But yeah. The overall biggest issue with the game, though, is like the very, very, very small amount of iframes you get from flash guards and perfect moves. You needed to have, or perfect dodges, whatever they're called, flash guards and flash moves. Those needed to be longer, and I think that would just make the fights feel better. I think there was one other thing I wanted to mention. Oh yeah, I don't know which one we're playing next. I know 5 doesn't really have like a, there's no official release of it. Like not even, you know, it's essentially just like the old early 90s version, and I don't even know if there's like a fan translation for that, so we'll probably, I mean, I would kind of like to play it, but I don't even know how I would go about playing it. So we'll probably just do 6 next. What's it, like Arc of Nap whatever? I don't know if that, I don't know if I have to do that on an emulator. I'm not sure if there is a PC version of that. I think there is. Actually, I'm not sure. I know I can play it. It's a PSP game, so I can play it on an emulator pretty easily. So I don't know. I can't remember. I'm trying to remember if Steam has ever advertised it to me. But yeah, because I don't know if there is a PC version of Ye6, but I'm 99% sure it's a PSP game, which means it's very easy to emulate, so that shouldn't be an issue. So 6 would it's either, I'd have to figure out, like, I don't know. We'll probably do 6 next. Then, I don't even know what 7 is. Because 8 and 9, I think, are on PC. Yeah, they're definitely on PC. I don't know about 7. 7, I don't know about it. But, you know, we'll play more Ys games in the future. I'll definitely next time be... Like, this game just really fell victim to a timing, plus, like, there was an extended period of time where, like, I just didn't really record much, and I was just, like, a little burnt out in general, so I wasn't recording as much with my also somewhat lessen time to record. I mean, when did we start this game? Do I even want to look? I mean, it's been like 6 months, I think. It was in August, so it's been like almost 6 months. It's been like 5 months. Yeah, that's bad. There, we got a bunch of achievements. Cool. One of them did say something about memories, so maybe that was actually the last memory, and we did get them all after all. But, yeah, overall, game's good. If I had to, like, give it a quick ranking among the Ys games, I mean, I didn't like it as much as Origin or Oatham Felghana. And 1 and 2 are not fair. You can't compare 1 and 2 because they're a lot older. I mean, technically they're not that much older, but the remakes of 1 and 2 are much less modernized compared to this game. And like the remakes of, like, you know, because Oatham Felghana and this game are both also remakes, but they're more modernized compared to the remakes of 1 and 2. But yeah, game's good. I think my enjoyment of the game would have been more if I had been able to just kind of like play it over the course of like a month as opposed to 5. But yeah, overall, good time. We'll play more Ys games in the future. I still am really looking forward to getting deeper into the series, into the more modern-ish or more, you know, current releases, because we're still only like halfway through basically. But yeah, I'm Extra Cheesy 87. Stay tuned for the next part. And bye, guys.